Because money mongers will always start from 7 up to 9. We are starting today and we're introducing it to you. In this program, you'll be getting the best of the best from the industry of business industry. Anything that earns you money to your pocket, anything that adds income and revenue, shall be handling different topics. And of course, sometimes shall be bringing you the best from the industry, the business world, from taxation, from debt financing, from real estate, and all other activities that happen in business. Anything that can earn you money, it's what we shall be talking here on Money Mongers for TV. Now, if you're interested in making more money, if you're interested in understanding more business, if you want to get inspired, of course, in business line, this is the right program. We shall be hosting you different people who have made it in the business industry. And of course, those who are upcoming, we shall be studying them from the day they are starting businesses to the time when they are starting making great money. All you need is just stay around, get entertained as you get educated. And of course, Money Mongers, this is the best for you. Now, not taking so much time on introducing the program. Of course, if you love money, this is the right program for you. If you want to know, if you want to make more finances, if you want to attract money come to you, if you want to stop pursuing for money and making great revenue for yourself, this is the right program for you. Now, what I'm asking from you is that get a piece of paper, if you don't have a notebook, and get a pen. Don't trust these gadgets. They can always surprise you negatively. So all you need is just get a notebook, get a pen, and start writing every little thing you feel you have learned. Don't trust your head. This is the most mistakes people will do. And I want to remind you, by those who are not interested in listening to this kind of financial program, is that from childhood, all the classes you've taken, all the places you've gone, you've been prepared solidly to make or earn a living. You've been all along being prepared to earn money. So if you're so shy to learn more about money, then you have disappointed your parents, your relatives, your friends, your neighbors, who have been pushing you to learn. The schools you've gone to, all that is there to establish our financial mindset so that we can earn. And of course, I always tell my students and my mentees that at the end of the day, as a mature adult person, the report card you have to have is your bank statement or your financial status or your balance sheet, like how much are you earning, how much are you spending. So by being busy with this program, you get to know more about finances from the people who are doing things. Personally, Angel, of course, I'm the life coach, the sales coach. We talk about sales in Sales Connect. And I'm happy to say that this program is proudly sponsored by Sales Connect. We connect to learn and we connect to sell. And of course, being part of 4TV, we want to bring the best from the business industry, the industry that is transforming the world. Of course, there are so many other industries. There are social enterprises, there are non-profit enterprises, so many. But for us, in business, we look at income. Our expenditures should be less than our income, which means the cost of attaining services and producing services and products should be lower than the selling price. So that's what we call business. Now that you know that as a mature person, your report card is your financial status, your report card is your bank statement, is your balance sheet. Now it's high time you became so careful and started learning about finances. I want to remind you that you are what you learn. If you choose to learn law, you end up being a lawyer. If you choose to learn carpentry, you become a carpenter. If you choose to learn theology, you become a pastor. And if you choose to learn finances, you become financially free. So that is very interesting. So after understanding that reality, I said, okay, Angel, you got to learn more about finances. Starting from economics is the best point. If you are starting life and you start learning from economics, I think that's where the most important part is. So we are judged by economics. People who really rule this world, they are economics. People who have understood economics, who dictated the prices of the products and services we are acquiring for our stable comfort life, are the people ruling us, not these politicians. Of course, that's what I want to remind you as we're starting. So in Money Mongers, this is what we want to look at. We want to see that me and you understand more about finances, because that's the most important thing. Some of you think that money doesn't matter, then you got to revise yourself. When you have no money, nothing actually happens around you. In the current Uganda, in the current world we are ruled by economics. Starting from the medications we take, we buy them. The education now has been made a company. They are no longer social services. We are paying heavily for our education, which person I have an issue with. But as of today, we shall not talk about that. So when you look around, ask yourself, other than oxygen, what have you not paid for? And I think even more scientists are trying to find out how they can make you pay for that oxygen. Now, when you start paying oxygen, which means without money you will not live. So you remember the corona times, we are almost masking ourselves. You just get a simple coffee on oxygen and you're paying heavily per day. I think here in Uganda you're paying around 500,000 per day. Sometimes it would go $1 million depending on how many cases we have that need oxygen. So what am I trying to say? Finances is the most important thing. Economics is the best subject every person should have. Whether you're a doctor, whether you're an engineer, whether you're a farmer, whether you're a peasant, you got to start studying economics. And in Money Mongers, that's what we shall be dealing with directly. Now, and of course, as I told you, I'm a sales coach. I run sales and marketing company. I help companies develop their sales strategies and increase their sales opportunities. And that's our job. And I think I'm the best candidate when it comes to sales, because I've done it for 15 years and I have committed my life to continue doing it. And I hope 10 years from now, I will be much better because I'm committed to learning this subject. We don't have money because we don't know money. So I wonder why most people are struggling. They are struggling because they don't understand the subject. If you don't understand the subject, it's like me now giving me a piece of paper or a canvas and you give me paint. You're like, Angel, produce a picture or an art piece. Honestly, it will be scaring. It will scare me to death because I'm not an artist. But if you give me 3 years, and dedicated study, I would produce something good for you. Yes, I may not be that perfect. Maybe I don't have the talent. Maybe I have the talent, but I have not studied art. So I'm not a better candidate to talk about art. But there are those people who will be painting stuff even when they are asleep. So they have mastered. And then my biggest question is, why are not people mastering the finances? Why are you giving more time studying other subjects and now giving less time to studying the main subject, the subject that actually determines the lifestyle or the life you're going to live, and that is economics. From whatever you have around your house, you've bought them, you've used the money. This business will be brought to by getting the job, getting a salary, live below your means, cut your expenses. That's bullshit, to be honest. So in short, you can only understand something if you devote your life to studying it. That's it. If you want to know more about finances, give more time to finances. Attend every lecture you have on finances. And by the way, learn from the people who have gotten some financial breakthroughs. It's very dangerous to study football from an artist, someone who has no knowledge on football and he wants to teach you about football. That's typical nonsense. But if you could study finances from someone who understands finances and you'd even pay him to mentor you, just give yourself 3 years, you'd be out of the rat race and you'd be earning more money. But the most funny thing about us Ugandans and maybe the people around is that we want the money, but we don't want to spend time studying about money. We would rather spend our time on our TVs watching our favorite shows rather than spending our time on books that teaches us how to earn more money. Even such a programs like Money Mongers, you find it boring because you don't have interest in money. And partly because your culture has raised you thinking having a lot of money is sin.